everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new mystery thriller just dropped today on Netflix called Intrusion, starring Frida Pinto, Logan Marshall Green, and this movie is directed by Adam Solke. So this is a home invasion movie. If you have seen the trailer, you know, like some people will break in Frida Pinto and Logan Marshall's home. Like they live in a giant house out of nowhere. Like even when you see the house, you're like, oh, it's really like out of nowhere, and they don't have any security system. So first act for this movie, I thought it was quite interesting and intense. Some of the scene, especially when do get like this intruder do break into their home like 2 times in a row and 2 nights in a row, and I was like, oh, really? These people are really here to like rob them or something. They are looking for something, I guess. Unfortunately, the second night when they break in and when Logan Marshall Green in this movie, he starts shooting at these people. Unfortunately, you know the twist in this movie. So we have this kind of home invasion movie many times. In fact, all the home invasion movie, they have like similar plot line with each other. Like if you know it's a home invasion movie, you know where the story gonna be, or there is a plot twist where it's gonna be, like either this or that. It always goes like that. So in this movie, I still thought I had fun watching this movie, mainly because Logan Marshall Green, who I really loved him in Upgrade. If you have seen Upgrade, he's amazing in that movie. So I still thought he was really good in this movie, especially his character. He's very mysterious, unrecognizable. When you first meet him, he's like uber protective husband. He's like when you hear their story, seems like he's been there for her, like for Mira all his life. So like, you know, you feel for this guy. He's like, oh, trying to look out for her. Of course, that when this without giving a spoiler right now, I'll go to ending in a second. So first act for this movie, I thought definitely very intense and interesting. Although, yeah, I get it, we have seen this before, and still these two actors, also Frida Pinto, she also was good in this movie. Honestly, when I saw the trailer, Frida Pinto, she sometimes do overacting in her movie. In her some of movies, she does that, like overacting, like try to be too intense. In this movie, I really like that she toned that down, overacting. She was really good in this movie. So was Logan Green Marshall. Both of these actors were really very good, very convincing. I felt like in this movie, especially they are going through something, like when you hear their story. Anyway, when we go to the middle act and the last act, so one thing about this movie I'll say is this movie is really very well edited, which is I really liked. Well edited, also very well directed, all the way till the end. And it's super easy to see this movie, super quick. You can watch this movie. It's like only 1 hour something. So it was really super convenient to see. When I was watching it, I was like, oh, it's done so quick. So I really like this movie. It was neatly edited. Most of Netflix movie, they don't do any editing. So I'm really glad this one did some work. So when you go to the last act for this movie, I felt like this was too quick. So now I'll go to the spoiler. So spoiler warning, if it's worth checking out, yeah, it's worth checking out if you like this actor. You like them in this movie, especially Logan Green Marshall. He's really good in this movie. You will be shocked how good he was, especially portraying this. At first act, he was really like this good guy. Second act, he's like, oh, I don't know. And the third act, oh. So from now on, I'll be talking about spoilers. So in the third act, you actually learn Henry, he actually designed this house by himself. He built it by himself. So he's an engineer and he has this construction company. And when you learn that he actually built a secret basement in this house to, I guess, to torture people. But my question in this movie is like, he didn't actually torture this girl. So she was like his first victim, or this movie didn't clear it, I think, or did I missed it? Like was this girl her victim, or like his first victim or something? Because he was still thinking about like finishing her up, but he didn't actually finish her yet. And the way when this movie revealed, I know it was a little bit cartoonish. She's like, this is it, like I have done so much for you, and this is me like being monster, and all the dialogue in the last act for this movie, yeah, it was a little bit silly and cheesy, goofy. I was like, what is he saying all this thing to her? So in this movie, of course, you learn he's actually this psycho who like torturing people. Or I should I. So that's the thing. I don't know if he was like torturing all along, or he was just this was his first gig. So he was and when Mira tried to confront him, of course, he tried to kill her also. And he's like, "Oh, after all I've done," I think his plan was to kill that girl and keep Mira in the basement. I think that was his plan. I think at the end. The way this movie revealed the plot twist, yeah, the minute he starts shooting all those burglar, this guy has some kind of skill, or he has done this before. Unfortunately, the way he shot that boy beginning of this movie, I was like, oh man, he looks like some kind of criminal, and why we are not surprised that he is. So the way this movie wrapped up, yeah, it was interesting. But at the same time, it's like a little bit left me with an unanswered question. But that's how it goes for Netflix movie. I still had fun watching this movie, as I was saying, because of the cast. Still thought it's worth checking out for me, as I've explained this plot line for this movie. I don't know. It's not as bad as people are saying. I had fun watching. Anyway, that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what you think about this movie. But if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comment and please take care.